These are the Montre Livingston USD Sway Pro Model boots. They retail for around $180 US. These Montre Pro models feature an improved MyFit Fat Boy liner and a 45-degree strap, and are only available boot only. The sole plates are nice and wide, with a deep groove and a square profile to help you lock topside tricks. I took them to my local skate park to see how they feel.
Alright, so these are the size 44 skates. I think the shell cutoff is 43-44, so my feet are at the high end of this shell. My feet measure 28.5 centimeters. I think these are rated for 28.5, so that is the max. I'm not having any issues with the length though. I feel like I can wiggle my toes, no problem. I don't have any toe pain or stub toe feeling. These liners are a dual fit liner, so they have a little neoprene in the front, which means that your toes can extend a little bit past the liner and stretch out that neoprene. But I'm not feeling that. I don't feel like my feet are touching the neoprene at all. If anything, these might size a little bit wide, and a little bit longer than they are rated. A little bit of pinching in my arch area, like the width area. The front of my foot feels fine, the heel feels fine, but like in that mid section, I feel like it's a little tighter there. I don't know if my foot is narrow or wide. I'm able to skate Majestic 12s, so that is a fairly narrow skate. My hunch is that then my foot is pretty narrow, and I do feel a little bit of tightness in like my arch area width-wise, but other than that, the sizing feels really good. Feels solid, feels like that 45-degree strap really sucked my foot in, and it's keeping my foot from moving around. Yeah, I really like this feel. These skates do have an internal shock absorber, so it's a minor shock absorber, but it's enough to give you a little bit more squish. However, because this is a raised heel boot, you already have about 10 millimeters of forward lean, so adding an additional shock absorber to that 10 millimeters means that I'm leaning even farther forward. That gives you a feeling like you're digging your toes into the ground when you're skating. All right, let's try some grinds. All right, sole tricks feel good. I really liked these sole plates when I tried them on the Zoom, and you know, it's the same boot, so it's really easy to swap sole plates between those two shells. And no complaints here. Was a little sticky to start, but then it started really feeling smooth, feeling like I was locking solid. Alley-oop sole is usually a really good test trick for me to see if the heel lift is too much. If it's too much, I usually lean so far forward on an alley-oop sole that I get on my toe a lot. This wasn't a problem. I feel like my alley-oop sole locked really solid. No issues there. Yeah, they feel really good. I am getting a little bit of wiggle inside the skate, so I'm going to tighten them a little bit. New skates, they need a break in, so occasionally I'll tighten the skates throughout the session. But definitely as tight as I could get them in the beginning of the session, I need to tighten them a little bit now. All right, let's try some groove tricks. All right, groove tricks felt great. Took a couple just to get familiar with the angle. You know, royales are always a little different depending on how wide your sole plate is and such. But yeah, they felt great. No issues there, no holding up. Felt like I could sit down, squash every groove trick. Yeah, feeling good.
After a few weeks, I swapped out the liner for a Rossi's RL1. I thought the stock liner was pretty good, but was looking for something with a slightly better fit. I started to really like the way these boots felt, and got really confident with all of my grinds. The Montre Livingston USD Sways are my favorite hardshell boots at any price. The sole plates are amazing, and the fit is perfect for my feet. They can be a bit flexy, especially if you don't use the 45-degree strap, or if your sways didn't come with one. If you prefer a stiffer boot, make sure that you get a 45-degree strap, and keep those laces nice and tight. Overall, I highly recommend the Montre Livingston USD Sway for anyone looking for a hardshell boot. They're an amazing skate at any price.